Your weather today is brought to you by Wong's Chinese Takeaway. They don't cook cat and there's minimal scat. Give Wong's a call. Tell them Dave sent you and you'll get 10% off of your first order. No, sorry, not your first order. All of your orders. That's a different company altogether. And please, don't forget, it's the year of the horse. So whinny down the phone and get yourself some free horse meat chow mein. It is delicious. So your weather, it's dry like an Arab woman's snatch and breezy like the emotional disposition of a croupier winning at blackjack against a Chinaman. Temperatures are barely legal, 16 degrees Celsius. Right, it's time for our next call. And on the line with an update about how her world record attempt went, we have Babs. Babs, are you there?
Oh, hello, David. How are you?
Hello, Babs. I'm very well, thanks, Babs. Babs, you left us on a bit of a cliffhanger. You told us what you were going to do. How did you get on?
I don't know. I'm at my wit's end, Dave. I am absolutely at me fucking wit's end.
Oh no! What's happened? Did Guinness not certify it? What? How did you?
Well, I've put it out there. I've put it out there.
What did you put out?
Well, if you catch me drift, I said to people, I'm attempting a world record to see how many stumps I can get inside me over the period of 24 hours. You know, yeah. Well, actually, I extended it to 7 days. But no takers. Once again, no takers.
What do you mean? What do you mean, no takers? No one.
None of them. You know, you'd think these people would be bloody grateful.
Well, I think these people would be. It would fire their competitive spirit. So nobody wanted to stick their stumps inside you.
Not a single bloody one.
Oh my God! Not even anyone from Team GB. Everybody said no.
Team GB, absolute gang of fridges. That's what they are.
Oh,
gang of fridges.
What a letdown.
I know. I said to you, I said, Dave, I flyered, I put posters up, I tried word of mouth, you know, I tried everything. I put posters on forums, you name it, Grindr, and you know how easy it is to pick up on Grindr, usually.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you. But just nobody coming forward. Nobody wanted it whatsoever.
Oh, that's Team GB, Team Gone Begging. They've let you down there. I'm astonished. I thought that would be right up their street. Once you've done your event, you've got, what else have you got to do?
Exactly. You know, we could have been breaking records together, but it's getting me down a bit, Dave. I'll be honest with you, and I still haven't got any bloody subscribers on the OnlyFans. You know, I've been pushing it.
Well, we've been playing the advert. I'm still subscribed.
Well, I know you are, Dave, and don't think I don't appreciate the fact that you have supported me.
Well, I think you're doing brilliant stuff, and I tell everyone, I say, look, if you like watching a very attractive person with a very large clitoris stroking it and just staring at you, that it's right up your street. And you know, none of my friends have got involved. It's weird.
I can't fathom it, Dave. You know, the men are simple creatures as well.
You would have thought.
All you have to do is, you know, I look down the camera. I don't say just staring. I wouldn't call it that. I'm trying to mesmerise. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right. Okay. I don't know how to create content, but it felt very starey.
Well, I mean, that's good feedback. You know, I'll take that. I'll.
Do you know what? I think it's if you use slightly more smoky eyeshadow.
Well, that's a good idea. I've never thought about that. Changing me makeup.
Yeah, because you know, your bags. I can see your bags. You're obviously working hard. You're tired. But you can accentuate the bags into something sexy by the appropriate use of eyeshadow. And would it, again, just hear me out. Would it kill you to get slightly more expensive false lashes?
Well, part of that day, all the outlay is from my pocket.
But
That's
you can
the
write it
problem at the
off.
moment.
You can write it off as a business expense, and that
Well,
will be deducted from your overall tax bill from your work.
Yeah, I suppose I'm investing in myself, aren't I? That's what I'm doing.
You got to back
That's
yourself.
the most important person to invest in.
Back yourself.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, new lashes is a good shout. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dave. What I'll do, and I've done this before. You do raise some eyebrows, but I'll go to one of the main, John Lewis. And what I do is I go in and ask for loads of testers, so I get the makeup for free. The false lashes I'm gonna have to buy. They don't give them out, So what I'll do is I'll head down to John Lewis and I'll ask for a few testers, maybe Boots as well, and see if I can change up the makeup a bit. That might freshen things up for me. Yeah. That's a good idea, that, Dave.
Just like I there's a bit of me that enjoys the slightly judgmental staring, like the blankness, the sort of dead behind the eyes look, but I'm not sure that's for everyone.
Well, that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for seductress.
Of course you're not going for it. That's what I'm saying, is that you're inadvertently appealing to me, but you've already got me. You know what I mean? You've already got me, so we've got to branch you out a little bit.
That's right. I mean, that's a good shout, that, David. This is really good feedback. Thanks for this, David. I do enjoy a good feedback, and it's important to get some. But again, you're the only one that subscribes, so the only person who can give me feedback.
Well, hopefully it's useful. That's what I'm about. So I'm still shocked. Honestly, I'm a bit taken aback. I was hoping that we would be talking about a world record, and nothing. You must be. What have you been? Have you just stayed out? Are you back? What's going on?
Well, actually, Dave, I have had some good news while I've been here.
Okay, good. Well, it's not a world record, though, is it?
No, well, it's not a world record, but I have fallen in love.
What?
Yeah, I've fallen in love, Dave.
I hope whoever you've fallen in love with is understanding of your OnlyFans, because I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen where someone falls in love, they've got an OnlyFans, and the first thing the partner says is, "I don't want you to do OnlyFans anymore." So I really don't want anyone to step on your dreams, Babs.
Well, I haven't said anything yet, but I imagine, he'd be a bit more grateful. The thing is, Dave, what's happened is he's in prison. I don't know if you've heard about this British DJ over here.
Over where?
Over in Milan.
You're still in Italy?
I'm still in Milan. Well, what happened, Dave? The Paralympics finished. Obviously, very disappointing for me.
Yeah.
So what I did, there was this British DJ. I don't know if you heard about it. Got arrested on terrorism charges or something, drummed up kind of thing.
No.
And he's locked away.
Well, we've had a lot of problems with trying to get any news. Don't get me honestly, like it's a bugbear of mine. Hopefully later we'll have some. So okay? No, I've not heard any of this. So what's the crack?
Well, he's a British DJ, DJ Double G, and he's been arrested on terrorism charges, trumped up charges. There seems to be. I think it's Trump. It's false accusations, if you ask me. From what he says through his letters, false accusations. But I thought I'd write to him just to sort of reach out. I didn't realise he wasn't disabled, so I thought maybe he'd have a stump and we could just get at least one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he hasn't got back in touch. Well, he's got back in touch, but it turns out he's not disabled. But he's written back to me. And I asked him, do you want to be my boyfriend? And he said, of course he would.
Has he seen you?
No, but he doesn't need to, you see, because love is blind, as you will.
So this is all written correspondence?
Oh, it's all written correspondence. No, we've not met in person. Although...
Is it letters or emails or what?
Well, it's like letters now. It's like a prison system. You have to email the prison system, and then they get it in this sort of email file thing. It's moved on since the days of sort of letters. You know what I mean? I think you can still send physical post, but it takes a bit longer.
So, I hate to be that guy, but do you think you should be falling in love with someone who's possibly a terrorist?
I don't think he is, Dave. I don't think he is. I think they've got it wrong.
We're all innocent until proven guilty, but I don't think the Milan police just arrest anybody for what they look like.
Well, I think they do. There's been I've had a lot of side eye when I've been here.
So is he? What nationality is he? British.
He's a British DJ.
So why haven't we heard anything about this? This is very odd.
Well, it's probably a cover-up, and what's going on in the Middle East and that. I reckon that sort of put a bit of a dampener on things for him.
When you say he's British, is he recently British or born British?
Well, he's British Asian, I think.
There we go. There we go. British Asian is code for Pakistani. That's what that is. Well,
I did want to run a couple of things past you, Dave. He's asked me. He's asked me to come and visit him, right? And he wants me to smuggle in some spice. Now, I'm not being racist when I say this, but do you think he means spice, or do you think he means spices? If you know what I mean.
It's a good question. You'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him what he means. Maybe float it. Maybe just say the only spices I can get are oregano and thyme, and see if he corrects you and says, no, I need something with a bit more bite. Need some chili-based spice. And then you'll know for sure, won't you? Yeah.
That's a good idea, that, Dave. You're good at this, Dave. You're great at advice. I almost feel like you're the perfect person to give advice to people, I've also written him a poem. I don't know if you think he'll like this.
Do you want my advice on the poem?
Yeah. If you want to have a listen to it, Dave.
All right, go on.
My dearest DJ, my double G flame.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It's DJ double G.
That rings a bell.
Yeah. Well, you might have heard something about it in the news, but when you read the Metro on the train.
All right, go on. Sorry, I've interrupted. Please continue.
Yeah. Should I start again, or should I?
If you don't mind, so I can get the full flavour.
Yeah. Okay. My dearest DJ, my double G flame. Even these walls can muffle your name. They say you're locked up, but I know it's not true. 'Cause every night I'm still dancing with you. They can chain up your body, your records, your sound, but they can't lock away how you turn me round. Your rhythm's addictive, of this I am certain. I can't wait to have a good rub of that turban. Oh, DJ Double G, you fill my heart with song. You're my mango chutney, I'm your Papa Dom. I bite on my lip when I think of your grin, and I can't wait to feel your cock slip right in. Your fingers spin magic on tables of steel, but it's my clitoris you secretly feel. A bass line of logging, a treble of sin. Listen to my heart, it goes bud bud ding ding. Come back to me, baby, I wish you would hurry, and blow out my arsehole like a hot spicy curry. I'm your woman, and you are my man, and our love is steamy, like a freshly baked naan. Babs is your girl, yeah, I'm losing control. You've scratched your name deep in the vinyl of my soul. I can't wait to see you, back dropping that beat. P.S. I've enclosed a pic of me feet.
It's beautiful.
You think you like that?
Yeah, I do. I think that's... It's also reassured me that he's not a Pakistani, because they don't wear turbans, so...
Yeah, probably. He just said British Asian. There's a certain amount of assumption that you make when someone says that kind of thing, but they can't be,
they did it with the grooming gangs. It's like, no, come on. They're not Asian. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. I think he's a lucky man. He's a very lucky man that he's got such an understanding woman who is willing to put aside initial prejudice, both racial and criminal, to accept true love.
Oh, I'm not judgmental of anyone, me, David. I've faced far too much judgment in my lifetime. So, I try not to dish it out. But he's a very lucky man. When he gets out, he's going to be very, very lucky, if you catch me drift.
I catch your drift quite firmly. Babs, what a wonderful way to finish the call. Sorry about your world record, but I do hope that you and DJ Double G can meet soon.
Yeah, but me too. I'm staying here in Milan as a protest until he gets out, and then we're going for it. Maybe once he finds out about the OnlyFans, he might be a bit kinky and get involved, content creators together.
Wow. There's a thought. Well, best of luck with everything, Babs.
Oh, thanks, Dave. I'll speak to you again soon about another record, because, I've got other things in the pipeline.
I bloody hope so. Take care of yourself, Babs.
All the best now, Dave.
Well, no, it's Peter O'Foyle here, and you're enjoying a free preview of the Dave Longley Breakfast Show. But don't come crying to me face, because you've not got access to full episodes. You can get that by heading over to patreon.com/Dave Longley and supporting the show today. And if you're not willing to do that, you head on down here to the Marston's Car Park. I'm in the pride of my life, you're in the pride of your life, and we'll sort it out like men, face to face, toe to toe.